We didn't move to Mountain Brook until I was in 6th grade. At the time, I was mostly upset that I would be going back to elementary school. In Hoover, middle school starts in 6th grade but, in Mountain Brook, junior high didn't start until 7th. Cherokee Bend Elementary was much less diverse school than the one I was leaving but, by reputation at least, it was considered the best. The schools, from elementary to high school, consistently scored high marks in everything other than diversity. With a student body that was approximately 97% white and wealthy, Mountain Brook school system looked more like Maine than Alabama. It did not look like the South. So they tried to fill the gap by teaching students other perspectives and history through class readings or experiences. One early example: our 6th grade class performance of Haz Jazz, a musical exploration of the history of jazz music performed entirely by white 11-year-olds. Thankfully, this was 1999 and we didn't do blackface. But I was always a theatrical kid, and I sure did my best Louis Armstrong impression. In high school, we put on a production of West Side Story, a beautiful show that teaches high schoolers the importance of tolerance, diversity and more. But, as the student body was almost entirely white, the students playing sharks decided they could look more authentically Puerto Rican by getting spray tans and dyeing their hair black. After all, what was the difference between that and faking a Russian accent or wearing a fake mustache? I thought about these moments a couple of years ago when a picture of Governor Ivey in blackface was unearthed from an old Auburn yearbook. Those insidious ways racism can sneak up on you. Those two experiences, in theory, were supposed to be opportunities to learn about other cultures and perspectives, but in practice we reduced other people's histories to games of dress up and make believe. When your student body all looks like Atticus Finch, it's a little too easy to think. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. I highlight those moments because, on the surface, they may have been well-intentioned, but when you otherize people by turning them into elementary school mascots or class productions, you wind up fostering an environment that accepts explicitly racist and hateful actions too. And when your student body and staff are almost all white, it rarely gets questioned. During a junior high homecoming spirit week, students showed up to school dressed in urban attire one day. In high school, the student government decided to throw a winter dance. The black and white ball referred to the formal attire but took on a nastier connotation when a group of boys got drunk and started peeing over the railing at the venue in downtown Birmingham. They peed directly onto the wedding party of a black family.